I'm 28 years old, and I found out that I had dyslexia just a year ago. What surprised me most, though, was that my parents had actually known since I was 8 years old. This is Larissa's dyslexia story. When my parents first found out, they felt that I was too young to understand. At the same time, though, I was being bullied at school, partly because I struggled at school, so they decided not to tell me. Growing up, I believed I just wasn't smart. I often failed tests and could never keep up with my classmates, but whenever we had oral exams, I did really well. A few years later, I started enjoying reading fiction books, and that made my parents question the diagnosis. They thought maybe it had been a mistake, so they chose to not tell me still. School was full of ups and downs, and I barely passed. I constantly misspelled words, I had to reread the same sentences to understand them, and I really struggled with writing. Most of the time, I felt defeated. After high school, I decided to work in retail, where I felt most comfortable. After a few years, I moved into online customer service. The job required fast, accurate replies to customers, and I wasn't allowed to make any mistakes. Even though I proofread my responses several times, I still swapped letters and made errors, and the pressure and high expectations caused a lot of anxiety. That's when I started to suspect I might have dyslexia. I asked my dad if anyone in our family had it, and he told me that I do, and that he does too. He only recently found out, and he keeps it a secret because he feels ashamed. Where I'm from, dyslexia is still not widely understood, and there's a lot of stigma and misinformation around it. When I finally found out the truth, everything started to make sense. I felt so relieved. There was nothing wrong with me. My brain just works differently. I eventually left that job, and now I work as a corporate concierge. It's a much better fit, and I can use my strengths and take my time proofreading. I wish I had known about my dyslexia earlier. I would have had so much more compassion for myself, but I'm also very grateful that I know now. Larissa, thank you so much for sharing your story. And I'm so glad that you know now. And I really appreciate you sharing how much of a difference it probably would have made if you'd known sooner. Thank you. And to anyone else who potentially might want their story shared, as always, you can go to the link in the bio, click on share your story, put it in there, and I might just share it.